Hello, I'm Father Joe Gambala, pastor of St. Malachy Catholic Church in Sterling Heights. Welcome to Saint of the Day. Today is March the 26th. Are you a fan of Tolkien? I'm a fan of Tolkien. Tolkien was a very devout Catholic, and in The Hobbit and in The Lord of the Rings, there are an awful lot of good Catholic symbols. And you can tell that Tolkien's Catholic faith is portrayed in many of the different characters in many very interesting ways. Well, today's saint emulated, of course, this is way before the time of Tolkien, Saint Castulus. Saint Castulus was the chamberman for the pagan Roman Emperor Maximus. Maximus will be the last pagan Roman emperor in Rome. He's going to be the one killed against Constantine, and Constantine is going to declare the church legal. But why Maximus is emperor? He continues the Diocletian persecution in Rome. Castulus works in the palace. He sees the emperor every day. But because of his job, he's overlooked, he's ignored, because the chamberlain back then, his job literally was to empty the chamber pots. So he goes about the palace, which was quite large, and there were many chamber pots, and that's what he's doing every day. It's low work, it's dirty work. But Castulus was also a very devout Christian. And while he was between his tasks of emptying these chamber pots, he would tell some of the other slaves there, or very poor workers, about Jesus. And they saw holiness in Castulus's life. They saw this man doing this dirty, low life, but doing it with a dignity that could only come from God. And so many of the people in the emperor's own house, the emperor who himself is persecuting Christians, became Christians right under the nose of the emperor. It reminds me of a quote from The Two Towers, if you ever saw that movie, when Treebird is carrying two little hoppins, Merry and Pippin, and he's trying to get them off to the west side of Fanghorn Forest so they would be free and clear to go back to the Shire. When Merry and Pippin decide to pull a fast one on Treebird to get him to go south, where he would bump right into a Sauron's tower and right into where the orc army was. But they're trying to convince Treebird to do this so he can see the damage, convince the Ents to go to war and help their friends. So he lays a quote to Treebird saying, well, I think you should go south. And Treebird says, south? Well, that's the worst place to go. That's where Sauron is. He says, yes, I know, but the closer you are to danger, the farther you're away from harm, the least thing they would expect. Well, that's a quote from a movie, but this saint actually lived that in his life, bringing people to Christ right under the nose of the persecuting pagan emperor.